So Beth Lewis out in Feasterville, Langhorne area, right off of Brownsville Road. Scope of work, it's going to be a couple different things all separated. And I think she's probably going to go for some and not other. So you'll have to check to see what she accepts from the estimate. So I'm thinking the front yard she's going to go for, or a portion of the front yard, or the backyard she might hold off on. We'll see what she accepts. So starting in the backyard, looking to just clean up the property. Property overall is a large property, needs a lot of work, just a lot going on. So starting in the backyard, so around all of the trees here, she just wants them cleaned up and mulched. So you'll see there's just a bunch of sticks and crap here. So clear all that out. You'll have to create somewhat of an edge. Just use your best judgment. She wasn't super duper picky on anything, but kind of cut out an edge for black mulch. This area, same deal. All these sticks, debris, crap like that, clear it out. The tiger lilies you can keep, but like this viney oak weed thing, rip that out. There's like a vine thing here, you can rip that out, but all the lilies can stay. And then same deal, clean it all up and then create a big mulch bed around the tree and kind of throw mulch in between. Same thing over there, there's some sticks and stuff, clear it out, create a circle, mulch the tree. And then the last part over here, same deal, you got some tiger lilies, but then you have some funky weird like growth stuff growing up through it. Got a viney weird growth over there, rip all that out. Some vines growing up through it, rip all that out, and then just keeping the lilies, the tiger lilies. And then again, bunch of debris, sticks, down stuff, all here. Clear all this out, that can all go. Haul away all this crap here, and then I would just mulch around the tree, probably not mulch in here, but clean up all this debris. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, clean up all this debris. If you're going to do this mulch, clean up this debris. There's another spot that's a separate debris cleanup. She didn't really say anything about like any trimming of this, but if she wants to add that on, that's a possibility. So that's that. And then another separate line item for the back is just all this debris run along the fence here. So it runs all the way down. Just leaves, sticks, stuff like that. Clear that away. I'll separate that. For the pool area, I'm just gonna leave this part out because we kind of didn't really agree to it here, but just know she might mention something about ripping this lavender out. I would ignore it for now, but if she says something about, are you gonna rip that lavender out, just say it wasn't on the estimate, but I can get a price for you, maybe like $50. She talked about relocating it to here in this mulch bed, but we decided we're not going to do anything with that, creating a mulch bed here. So I'm just going to leave it alone, but she might bring it up. That's what she'd be looking for. Over here, I'm also going to leave out for now. I think that she's going to start working on this area, maybe down the road, look for a price for this. So just nothing going on in this area right now. I'm just going to leave that out because she was talking about like clearing some of this stuff out, but keeping some. So just hang tight on it. There's that neighbor's driveway if you needed to knock. It's like a 3-car wide, so you could always pull down here, back into there, and then turn around. We didn't talk about anything over here, so if she wants you to do something over here, we can, I guess, price it out on the spot. If anything, probably clear out the area and just mulch it, but we actually didn't talk about it at all, so we'll leave it alone for now. Alright, so this area, I'm going to separate this side work, basically this thing and mulch under here is going to be separated from the front, which we'll talk about in a minute. So there's a bush under here, and then you have this crazy vine growing on this. So you can see the vine right here. It's really a massive vine. It's like choking this thing out. So you're probably gonna need 12-foot ladder. I wonder if the extension or a 12-foot or a little giant or something leaning onto like the chimney would even get you in there better. But it's going to be a task to rip that vine off. But anyway, she wants that vine ripped off, it cleared up. Underneath here, cleared out, cut out everything, just clean slate, black mulch. This butterfly bush, it's kind of like growing into the other bushes and all over the place, basically just chopping it, trimming it all back. This is like a weed tree. Removing that, probably just like saws all down real low or something. Get that out. And then the other task, this one you will need the extension actually. So I'll have to put that on the notes. You're gonna need the extension for this one. She had this growth growing on her house. I want to put a disclaimer because it's getting real close to the electric up there. So I'll put a disclaimer that if anything, we'll get to here and we'll cut it, and then hopefully that area will die out, maybe spray it. But if you feel like you can get in there without any type of damage to the electric or electrocuting yourself to death, then you can get up there and rip it off. There's a little bit of gap off of the service lines, but anyway, growth growing along there. I don't like see it down here, but I think it's stemming off of this. So anyway, ripping that off the house. And then, like I said, mulching this whole area. She mentioned about this tree. I kind of tried to talk her out of it. I'm gonna leave the price off for it. But yeah, she was talking about like mulch around that tree. But I'm just gonna leave it off because I told her it's not really gonna work. It's not gonna be able to put mulch on that side. So just hang tight on that for now. If she mentions it, you can call me about it. All right, and then over here, so this will be, I'm gonna separate that, what we just talked about, from what we're gonna do here. This whole area, it's basically clean slate. You gotta cut out all this growth. Get this thing entirely, just get rid of it. Just cut it all out and get rid of it. This may be poison ivy. She didn't think it was, I think it is. It's 3-leaf, it's like red fuzzies. So if she accepts, I'll come out and blast this with spray like a week prior to really kill it out. But just be cautious of what it looks like when you come out. Cover up real good. After I blast it pretty good, it should minimize the chance of getting anything, but she thinks it is and I think it is. But anyway, that's it. But so then this whole area, we're just clean slating it. There is some iris plants right here. You can leave them. The tall grass, there's a bunch of weeds and stuff you can pull out, and she wanted it like removed. I said maybe wait till the fall when it's like dead and then we can do that. But because it's kind of like real hardy and healthy right now. So I said like maybe we'll just trim up the sides, trim up the top a little bit. All this stuff that's like exploding like out of the sides, like all these, like just kind of contain it a little bit to just make it a little smaller, and just trim the top up a little bit just to shrink it, and then just leave it. But everything else pretty much you can just jack out. String trim, brush cut, rip it out. There's old fabric in here, rip all that out. She has pavers as her border, so just string trim that, kind of give it a nice manicured cleanup. But yeah, clean slate. She might have stuff for us to plant, so we'll see. But yeah, clear all this out, and then that plant you can just leave that. You can just, there's a bunch of weeds and stuff, rip all that out, rip these weeds out. Some of the dead stuff you can just snip out. Like this you can just snip out, but leave most of that there. And then moving over to here, so all these bushes will get trimmed up and shaped. Just give them a nice trim and shape. Cut back as much as you can without it browning out and dying, but trim them up, clean them up. These you can cut back because they're like dormant and dead, so you can cut them back. Some of this viney stuff you can rip out. The tiger lilies you can keep, and then all this ground cover you can keep. Now anything that's like this light green stuff is like kind of a weed, you can yank that out, but all this dark green ground cover you can keep. But what we can do is just take a string trimmer, give it like a manicured edge running along the bricks here, so like you can cut all this back to the brick, and just kind of give it like a cleaned up edge. And then mulch, it won't take much mulch in this area, but you can sprinkle a little bit. You'll be doing it over there already, but kind of throw some here or there where there's open spots. Same thing here, you clean this up, you can let this go. And then like, yeah, I would also manicure this side along the wall here. And then, you know, trim and shape all this up. If for some reason she doesn't accept our mowing estimate, because she asked on the first mow, can we just blow off the driveway? But just blow off the driveway for her. Just try to clear it out wherever you got to blow to. Alright, and then this little like flagpole here just wants to cut out and a mulch bed around it. Feels like just dirt there, I guess. So yeah, just cut a little circle and mulch it. And then lastly, moving up here, she just wants this mailbox area kind of cleaned up and mulched. So you can, these are plants she wants to keep them, like lilies kind of dying, sort of grassy lilies. So just like snip them back a little bit, but then it looks like maybe even at one point it was this, but just like cut a mulch bed from here down to there, and then black mulch. And she said there's stone as a border, but I think she was saying it's only on the Brownsville Road. Yeah, there's like some stone in here. Anyway, use your judgment on mulching it. And that's it.